One of the biggest games in Week 4 featured Chicago and Indianapolis, two teams determined to be postseason factors in the Midwest Division. Check out this grab from Indy's Eric Johnson. Contested left-handed catch, tremendous. Another week and another set of Travis Carpenter highlights. The kid just makes things happen for the Alley Cats. Here, a critical Chicago mistake, and Indy able to maneuver it down the field, eventually finding the end zone to take their largest lead of the game. Up by 5 with just a couple minutes left, the Alley Cats held off a fierce wildfire rally, and Indy prevailed 23-22. Wildfire looking to bounce back the very next day against Cincinnati. One of the best plays of the game was this defensive gem from Andrew Sheehan. On the big swing, he comes up with a Callahan, the defensive score that changed the game. Chicago up by a comfortable margin, but since he kept fighting, Tim settles, always making things happen for the Revolution. Ultimately, the Wildfire were too strong. Patrick Kaufman going up for the goal as Chicago stormed past Cincinnati 27-18. Meanwhile, Indy followed up its Chicago win with a road trip to Detroit. Alley Cat star Keenan Plough came to play. Detroit would counter the D, and then the Mechanics able to beat the buzzer, keeping things interesting. But the Alley Cats were playing with tremendous confidence, utilizing a variety of creative throws that took skill and guts. And I swear we're not contractually obligated to show you another Carpenter highlight, but when he makes plays like this, it's hard not to. Alley Cats cruise over Detroit 30-16. How about Pittsburgh at Madison, where Tyler DiGirolamo put on a show with his ridiculous hammers. The Thunderbirds offense got into a pretty good rhythm against the Radicals' tough D, keeping it close through 3 quarters, spreading the disc around, finding the end zone quite a bit. But then Madison took control. The deep shot to the big fella, Scott Riggles. At 6'7", he makes this look unfair. And then the comp put to the end zone. Brian Hart is there, and Madison begins to pull away. David Meineke with a layout D. And then Kevin Brown, the layout D as well. He takes care of business on the swing. Lastly, Kevin Pettit-Scantling, the hustle D, and Madison prevails 24-18. Thunderbirds trying to bounce back the next day at Minnesota, and this was the Tyler DiGirolamo show. The MVP candidate tied an AUDL record with a remarkable 15 assists in a single game. Minnesota had some impressive plays too, including this deep shot to Liam Schramko. Number 2 in black runs it down for Minnesota, and it was an entertaining experience in Minneapolis. The wind chill finding deep threat Jimmy Kettleson, and he rises up for the grab, then picks up the assist. But from all angles, Pittsburgh was simply the better team. The Thunderbirds soar past the wind chill 30-17. A clear top 4 developing in the Midwest, with Madison remaining as the only undefeated team in the division after 4 weeks.